RS125 is an inexperienced amateur. I tried to bore up. There are various RS125 bore-up kits, but I used a Taiwan-made Charmo bore-up kit because it is cheap. Charmo bore-up kit includes cylinders, piston pins, stop rings, pistons, spacers and gaskets for rave, 0.3 mm gaskets, 0.5 mm gaskets, 0.8 mm gaskets for cylinders, and other O-rings. It is. If you forget to attach this rave spacer, the rave blade will pop out into the cylinder and interfere with the piston. Since amateurs are doing it for the first time as a hobby, it is not the correct order and way, so please watch it only for reference. First remove the gasoline tank, then remove the air cleaner. Remove the carburetor. The carburetor is attached to the intake manifold and air cleaner with a hose clamp. You can remove the hose clamp by pulling it. Then remove the chamber. I knew that the genuine chamber spring was very hard and I had a hard time removing it. So I bought a tool called a tension spring tool. It broke right away. So, I devised and removed it using things at home. If you remove even the chamber spring, it will stop in two places. This was easy to remove. The chamber has come off. Inside is black. It would be better to wash it, but it's cumbersome, so just put it on. The cooling water is being drained. For the cooling water, loosen the bolts labeled out on the side of the oil pump. Next, remove the cylinder. To remove the cylinder, you must first remove rave. However, I forgot to shoot where to remove the rave. Since rave is under the battery, remove the battery and then remove the rave. In the installation work, you can shoot properly, so I hope you can see it again. Cylinder and crankcase nuts are 11 mm and not so common in Japan. I bought a tool called a clawfoot wrench because I worked without lowering the engine, so the work range was narrow, I couldn't get into my hands, and I didn't get any power. The clawfoot wrench is useful for the beginning of turning, but after that, remove it with an 11 mm wrench. All the nuts have come off, but they seem to be hard, so I hit them with a plastic hammer. If you do not remove the cylinder head first, you will not be able to remove it. So, after that, I attached the cylinder again and loosened the cylinder head bolt. I was a little surprised because it moved lightly. The piston came out. Although it was dirty with carbon, there were some vertical scratches on the cylinder that would not catch the nails when it was cleaned, but I thought it was beautiful after running 17,000 kilometers. I haven't seen any other cylinders, so it's a selfish impression. If you drop something such as a stop ring in the crankcase, you will have to disassemble the crankcase, so it is packed with kitchen paper. I was so excited to see the piston of the engine for the first time. Because of that, it is very rough to remove the stop ring. And it will not come off easily. I managed to remove the stop ring, but this time the piston pin is stuck and cannot be removed. So I bought a piston pin puller at Amazon. However, it is too big to use correctly. Actually use it like this. It was very hard, so when I looked it up on the internet, it was written that it would be warmed with a dryer. Certainly warming is effective, and it has come out little by little. The piston pin puller may not have been needed. Apply 2-cycle engine oil. The piston pin has finally come off. Since it has become longer, I will assemble in the second part. Thank you very much for looking so far.